Okay, so there's this problem when buying a laptop. If you go budget, affordable laptops give you a good CPU, but then they compromise on the display, speakers, build and all of that. And the laptop which have everything good, they are pretty expensive. So when Lenovo sent us their new Ideapad Slim 5 to use, it was interesting because A, it has an i5 13th Gen H series processor, best performance, with an OLED display, and B, it costs somewhere around 67 to 70,000 rupees. And from the looks of it, this could be the no compromise laptop in this segment, or is it? Well, to find that out, we used this laptop for a few days now, and I would say there are 3 really fascinating things here. But before we get to those, if this is your first time buying a laptop, here's what you get inside the box. You get the laptop, of course, some paperwork, a charging adapter, and a Type-C cable. And by the way, this video is made in collaboration with Intel and Lenovo. Coming to the laptop, it has full metal body on the top and bottom, and I really like this silver color here, makes it look pretty sleek and minimal. Also see here, it weighs in around 1.45 kg, so for a productivity laptop this is good. You can carry it around easily in your bag without any problem. Plus you get 2 Type-C ports here. Both of these can charge the laptop, so that's a good thing. Then you have an HDMI port, headphone jack. On the other side you have 2 USB 3 ports and a micro SD card slot. So basically it has almost all the ports that we need. As a creator, I would have loved if there was a normal SD card storage instead of micro SD, but hey, most of the laptops don't have that. Alright, so the first cool thing about this laptop is actually watching movies on it. So this is a 14-inch display and it has a resolution of 1920 by 1200. Now generally other laptops in this segment have a 16:9 aspect ratio, but this display right here is 16:10 aspect ratio. So see, if I do a split screen here, both the tabs get more vertical space and it is good for productivity. Also because of the slightly higher resolution, text and all look pretty sharp and crisp, but the key highlight of this display is this OLED panel. Now I've been using other OLED panels like the Asus laptop that we bought. Out of the box, the display was oversaturated, so I had to manually tweak this setting. But in this, I didn't face any issues. Like see, if I play this YouTube video, the color, sharpness and all are pretty nice. Also, I was seeing Batman vs Superman or Superman vs Batman. Like Zack Snyder uses a lot of dark scenes in the movies and those were really damn good on this. Plus this is an HDR display, so any scenes with explosion and all, they look pretty fantastic. And the cherry on the top is this. Yeah, the sound quality is above average here, which is unexpected because most Windows laptops, even the expensive ones, have very below average speakers. Now the big reason for good sound here is the position of the speakers. See, they are placed here on the top, so there is no obstruction here. So for watching videos and movies, the laptop is spot on. But just having a good display isn't enough because you won't always be watching movies. What about when you want to get some work done? And that is very interesting here. For those of you who don't know, Intel has 3 versions of the same processors, the Intel Multiverse. There is U, then we have P, and finally H. Now, if you want to know more, we have a video on laptop buying guide. You can check that out. Very good video. But in short, H is the most powerful variant. You get a total of 8 cores. There are 4 efficiency cores. Those are used for doing light work, like when you are typing, reading, and all of that. They draw less power and save battery life. And then there are 4 performance cores. These are for heavier workload, like when you're doing photo or video editing, playing games, and all of that heavy stuff. Now we did a few benchmarks. Here's Cinebench, and it scored about 9,400 in multi-core and about 1,600 in single core. We were checking CPU power during this test and it was around 34 to 37 watt, which is slightly on the lower side for a H series CPU. So there is this extreme performance mode option in Lenovo Vantage, and once you enable that and then we ran Cinebench again, now see, it's going to 44, 45, 46 watts. So it is using maximum power that it can. That being said, in Cinebench the results were pretty much the same. So if you're doing a heavier task like video editing, it is better to do it in extreme performance mode. Plus this also comes with 16GB LPDDR5 RAM and 1TB NVMe SSD storage. Now we ran the Crystal Mark disk test. Here also I would say the scores are as it should be. Why does this Crystal Mark have an anime skin? Like Sayad had his obsession for anime. Like seriously, benchmarking app with anime skin. Now benchmark aside, we have been using this laptop to make our thumbnails, and see here, even I have a lot of layers open, and in text, color grade and all of that, there is no lag or as such, it's pretty much smooth. Yes, if you push it, like having multiple Chrome tabs open and then you do photo editing, or if you do 4K video editing, then it will slightly slow down, but it is pretty normal with this kind of laptop. Now yes, this is not exactly a gaming laptop, but let's see how it does in Counter-Strike. So we'll run it at medium settings, lower graphics, and I would say the gaming was decent at these settings. There's not much lag or anything as such. Now one thing with the laptop is upgradability. So see here, the RAM is soldered, it's fixed, so there is no scope of upgrading the RAM. This is the storage and this is the battery over here. Speaking of which, on full charge in about 80% brightness, watching videos, writing documents and all of that, I was getting somewhere around 6 to 7 hours before plugging it in. For a Windows laptop, this is kind of impressive. Also impressive is that it comes with a 65 watt Type-C charger and you can charge it with either of the Type-C ports, so that's an added advantage. Let me show you a really cool feature. So see, now my laptop is on sleep mode and I just go and sit in front of it. it detects me and automatically unlocks. And this feature is also secure because now I get up, the laptop automatically detects that I've gotten up and it will slowly lock it. And now if someone else sits in front of it like Dinesh, the laptop doesn't unlock. So Lenovo used hardware and software tadka here. There is IR blaster, time of flight sensor and Windows Hello working at the same time. Another handy feature is this. So in other laptops, if you're reading a PDF for a while, the laptop will dim the screen and then lock itself unless you physically move the mouse. But here, see, I'm reading a PDF. The screen stays on as long as I'm looking into it. This is because of the IR and time of flight sensor. Small feature, but a handy one. Also, the webcam here is 1080p and this is how the video and mic quality is. I would say it is adequate enough for video calls. And there is also a physical privacy shutter over here. Besides this, the laptop easily opens with one hand. You get a backlight keyboard here. Typing experience on it is pretty good. No complaints over there. And also, you see this trackpad here. The size is adequate and it supports all the 3-finger, 4-finger Windows gestures. So overall, I would say I was kind of impressed with this laptop, which brings me to the conclusion. For around 70,000 rupees, is this Lenovo Ideapad Slim 5 the best for productivity? Well, frankly, it totally depends on your needs. So if you want a laptop for watching movies, typing documents and lighter work, then even budget OLED laptops under 50,000 will be good for you. But if you want more performance with an OLED display to do photo editing, light video editing for YouTube and all, then you can look into this Lenovo Ideapad Slim 5. Presently, it is selling on Amazon for about 70,000 rupees and you can even get it from Lenovo's website. Plus, they also have other Intel-based laptops in many range. If you want, you can check those out. And let us know in the comment section which laptop should we cover next. We are looking for an Intel Ultra laptop. Let us know which is the best one. If we consider your recommendation, we'll give you a shout out. On that note, this will be signing off. See you in the next one.